Hello and welcome to GameSpot's now playing of... Oh damn, we're playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm your host, Danny Dwyer. Thank you so much for joining us today on GameSpot.com, or if you're watching our streams on Twitch.tv or YouTube. We are doing something very special today. We're showing off the Xbox One version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, a game that if you've been following GameSpot's coverage of, you know that we are pretty hyped about in the lead up to release, and then our reviewer Kevin Van Ord gave this game only the 9th 10 out of 10 in GameSpot reviews history. That's in almost 20 years of covering video games. So this is a very special game. I'm going to be playing this from the beginning. So if you are looking for a purely vanilla, spoiler-free experience, this mightn't be for you, but what I will say is somebody who's already played the first 6 hours of this last month in CD Projekt Red in Warsaw, at the start of this game is not, it's the type of game that it's really when you open up into the wider world that you start getting into the nitty-gritty spoiler stuff. The start is basically the same for everyone. And what I'll be doing is when we play the prologue area of the game, which is the first 2 hours of it, which is basically like an extended tutorial for everyone. It takes part around a Griffin fight, which has been highly publicized by most of the games press over the past 6 months. Once we've done that, I'm not going to be diving into the main quest. I'm going to be purely sticking to side quests. So the initial part of this will, you know, in terms of you wanting to get a completely free version of it, not looking at any preview coverage, then by all means don't check it out. But I'm very sensitive to the aspects of this game that will be spoilery, and I'll be keeping an eye on that and staying clear of them. All right. That's enough chit-chat from the Irish boy. Let's jump in. We're gonna go full screen on this. We literally haven't even tested out this bad boy, so fingers crossed it all goes wonderfully smoothly. As I said, this is on the Xbox One, so you're gonna get to enjoy the rescaled heads-up display part of this experience, as well as everything else. Oh yeah, I want to see that. Where's that? Barely visible. There you go. Yeah, let's do that. Okie dokie. I got it. No one plug out the console, okay?
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast.
Well, I'm going to be keeping pretty silent during all these parts, just to let you know if you're watching this on GameSpot.com. I'm also keeping an eye on the chat room, so if you guys have any special requests, especially when we get to the open world part of the game, I'll be checking that out. All right, shut up now.
Stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches?
Yeah.
Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Oh man, that was great. That was not in the build that I played in Warsaw, but that's a pretty good setup for those who don't understand the world of The Witcher. Let me just make sure, first of all, that we've got subtitles turned on for all you guys watching this bad boy. Yep, all right, we're good. I'm gonna go for Polish texts, Portuguese, right, no, all right. I love how English is on the left side and Polish is on the right. It's like the sliding scale of languages right there. Okay, new game. These are the difficulty settings. So there's 4 of them. Just the story, no thanks. Story and sword. Seasoned demanding gamer, man, I kind of feel like I want to go for this, but for the sake of the stream, you can change the difficulty setting at any time, so I'm just going to do this, number 2. Yeah, why not? So the Simulate Witcher 2 save is an interesting aspect of this. There's a part, again, which we didn't cover in our preview coverage, where you basically, there's a part where you fill in story part aspects. I'm going to go with on, just so folks in the chat can see what those decisions are. This has been out for a while, this video. This is the intro sequence with one of the Nilfgaardian battles in Yennefer. It's pretty cool. So I had to totally fucking decapitates a horse, so let's watch it. There's our boy. So for those in the chat wondering, we are streaming this in 720. This is the Xbox One version. So yeah, everything you're seeing here, because of the way we output to the various streaming platforms, it looks better for the stream if we do it in 720 pure instead of forcing it. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on the frame rate stuff from this side. It's getting a little bit hitchy here, actually. This is all pre-rendered. You don't want to be standing there, Yennefer. It's not a good way to go. So, for those of you who don't know, the story, at least the prologue part of this, involves Geralt and his mentor from all those years ago hunting down their friend Yennefer. Basically, sort of, I don't want to get into too much of it because I know what happens. I've played the first couple of bits of this. But that's what you're sort of tasked with at the start of the game. There is an area before we get to the prologue part, which we never talked about in previews. It's basically a tutorial part, which we're about to dive into now. So what you've seen now is probably never seen before. We'll have to see. Oh, I take it back. It skipped that part. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Or has it? Oh no, here we go. Oh man. You've probably seen this before. Yeah. Yeah, great. Next gen Wang. Don't you love it when you just bathe with a demonic lobster? Yeah, so for those of you who are joining the stream late, if you are looking for a spoiler-free experience, go back and play The Witcher 2.
You know I don't find that amusing.
Magic crab! But that's the only crabs in this room, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Ugh. Looks like he bathes with crabs all the time. So this little area here is the tutorial part. It doesn't last too long. It's maybe about 20 minutes or so.
See you later.
And this takes place in Kaer, which is the home of the Witchers, which if you're familiar with the books or the first two games, you'd be more than familiar with. This isn't part of the open world. It is an area that you apparently travel back to later in the game as well. But it sort of acts as a little sort of a introductory area here. Looks good on Xbox One. The frame rate's a little bit hitchy, but let's see what it's like when we get into gameplay. Yeah, okay, we get it. She's naked. Yeah, all right. All right, here we go. Let's see what it's all about. Yep, mini map in the top right. Objective is directly underneath it. Ooh.
Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
There you go. First thing Geralt says in the game is shit. You've seen it. All right. Left trigger does my Witcher senses. I think our friend Ciri is down there playing away. I'm just going to get to it.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Basically anything in the game that's fire, just like in Witcher 2, we can just magic turn it off, magic turn it on again. Alright, let's run around. Oh, same with that. Unlock the door. Hurrah! I don't think there's anyone to fight just about yet. You can jump in The Witcher 3, confirmed. New aspect of the series.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest.
So this guy is Geralt's, oh I forget his name
Through that brick.
right now.
No wonder she took
He's
off.
Geralt's old mentor, and he's currently training Ciri, who's the other playable character in this game. her stuff is basically like sort
She's
of
tackling the pendant.
located in, not in the open world, in sort of chapters that you flash to at various points in the story.
How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Hooray! What a perfect opportunity for a tutorial. Don't get mad at her.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to
A lot
do
of
as
talking
she's
in
told.
The Witcher 3. For those of you who haven't played the other games, it's sort of akin
Suppose
to
I'm partly to
Elder
blame.
Scrolls games in which you are
This has to
taking on
end.
quests and fighting and whatnot, but like
Killing monsters
chatter,
is not something to be taken lightly.
conversations are
Siri
not
must
just a
understand that. If
piece
she's
of flavor to move on the dialogue. It's also they're also
I'll see
used
you
in
below.
the sort of paths you decide to take, both in terms of the narrative and in terms of like how quests progress. That's impressive.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
Whoa.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
Yeah, so some folks in the chat asking about patches. So the version that we
What do you
reviewed on
think?
PS4 had the day one patch pre-installed. For what I
Alright.
believe, this
Take off the
is
blindfold.
the pre or downloaded one for Xbox
got
One.
work to
I
do.
don't
Your
think it has
reflexes
a
are
day
still
one patch
slow.
on it.
Maybe for a witcher.
And we've also heard that they might be
Controllers or
pushing
triggers
out a
will go
second
easy
patch
on
for
you
the
because
game
you
on a
haven't
bunch of
undergone
platforms. So
mutations.
this is still,
Knowing
I
your
would
shoes,
say
I'd
that
fear Vesemir
one of the
more
aspects they're trying to
administrator.
address apparently,
Disobeying
apart from
his
some little
instructions.
bugs, are the
Unwise.
frame rate stuff. So
Well, yes, but
I don't think it'd be
It was
100%
hard,
fair
though.
to say that this is the final
I
version, but it's
know,
pretty
and you
much
know
there.
That's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Called you not enough?
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
Yeah.
Oh, please. I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Yeah, why not?
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Teach me how to run and jump, video game.
Maybe if you fall.
Yeah, so this stream's going to be about 2 hours long. We're going to see. God, I've already managed to get myself stuck behind something. He's a little bit. Jeff from Giant Bomb was talking to me about this. He's a little bit idiosyncratic when it comes to moving Geralt around. Works better during combat, I'll say that much. Some of the just exploring stuff feels a little bit weird.
What did I
Or at
tell
least
you
on a
about
controller.
breathing?
The mouse and keyboard
Your
stuff when I
mouth
played it in
and rhythm
Warsaw
with your
was
steps.
seemed to fit a bit better.
Siri, cut it out.
Pretty sure there's a race. I'm gonna race her. I'm gonna beat a child at a race. That seems fair. Ah, damn it. Maybe not. Yeah, who needs ladders? Oh.
Run into trouble?
Oh yeah, it's way harder to control him on a controller. Yowza. This is... Yeah, so this is 30 FPS on current gen consoles. If you got a beefy enough rig, you can get this bad boy running on 60 frames a second on a PC. Hurrah! I won the stupid race. Yes, suck it, kid. That guy's not a very good Witcher at all.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Vesemir.
Young
that's it.
blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, You want to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
Damn.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Sir...
Again?
That's good.
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
All right, this is the combat tutorial. Basically, Vesemir teaches you, or rather reminds you, on
right to free trade.
the combat in The Witcher Wild Hunt, which is not as difficult and certainly not as idiosyncratic as... yeah, let's do it.
Should work on the basics.
As The Witcher
Even
2,
skilled masters
but it
need
still
to hone the
involves
fundamentals.
a couple of different systems
Ciri's
working
barely
in
a novice.
tandem, notably blocking, attacking with your sword, and then using your magic skills as well. So this is pretty much a little primer about how the magic works. There's sort of multiple ways the magic works,
Draw your sword, Geralt.
or signs rather, I should refer to them as, and whatnot. All right. So he's got two swords, steel and silver. One is predominantly used for
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3.
monsters. One of the others predominantly used for humans.
Strong strikes now. Give it all you got.
So it's X
Never
for
lock your elbow
light
when
attacks,
striking, young lady.
Y for strong.
A strong blow?
D is
Position
dodge. You
Ciri.
can do that in a bunch of directions.
Remember,
But they slow it down a bit there. That pause is for the benefit of the player. There. Hey, me, Vesemir. Yeah. So you can free attack. You can like walk around this way. If you click in or on the stick, it targets somebody. But you don't have to do that.
Geralt holds his sword.
What am I supposed to carry?
Left trigger's block.
You stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Counter strike.
maybe the storm's
But just before they attack, you can sort of get a little Muay Thai kick in there.
What now?
But that's only a tap. Whereas the other one's a hold.
Slice your jugular.
But the thing that's interesting about The Witcher is that it's mostly when it comes down to the like mob fighting that it gets the most interesting, where using your magic is pretty important as well. So there are 5 main signs. This is Quen, it's the first one. Basically gives you sort of a
Quen is sometimes called the Witch's Shield.
shield,
Now watch
essentially.
carefully to see what.
Yeah, that's what's up. You're basically like Master Chief Bubble.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks.
Igni is the fire damage one. It's your fireball situation.
If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Hard, Geralt. Come on.
Next up is Ard. It's kind of like a forced push, I guess.
See that,
Boom.
Ciri? Ard will knock anyone or anything off balance.
Super good for physics.
Time
Based
for
fun.
Axie. Yeah.
And then
I hate this feeling.
Axie is the one that eventually lets you like straight up control people's minds.
Axie
So it's just disorientating him here, but later on you can use it to get people to fight alongside you and whatnot.
Show her, Geralt.
Oh, and then this is a really cool one, especially when you got a bunch of people. This is
See this, Ciri?
basically slows down time.
Oh, Bob. Don't worry, Ciri.
And then he's also got grenades, because why the hell not? So eat grenade. Eat magic grenade. Oh. And then because this is a Call of Duty video game, I have to throw grenades at things in the distance. So if you hold down RB, I believe, yeah, you get a little little bit of a sheath the sword. All right,
Fine.
sheath my sword.
Enough. Continue training at will.
Oh. So the crossbow comes later. Those looking to know where the crossbow is, it comes during the next tutorial part where you fight the Griffin, which is actually probably close to the end of this stream. Like, we're only going to stream for 2 hours is the hard limit we've been put on it. So we've got 90 minutes left. The prologue area of this game is like a smaller version of an open world, and it culminates in a Griffin fight.
Soon as she's back,
The crossbow is generally used for, like, you can use it to attack smaller enemies as well, but it's also used against larger enemies, especially flying ones, to get them down on the ground. So there's still a lot of stuff to talk about. There's the potions, for instance, we still haven't touched upon, which are different to the Witcher 2, because they're sort of a little bit less restrictive. They fill up differently. The way you meditate and whatnot is different because it's an open world game. You can get into fights anywhere. They're a little bit less restrictive on that. What's up with this dummy? What's going on?
What the?
What's in the dummy? What's in the dummy? Oh shit. Damn! People freaking out in the chat. That's the Wild Hunt right there. Don't worry about it though. It's just a fucking bad dream. You know when you have a bad dream and it's a tutorial? It's one of those. Alright, so we're on the way to Vizima at the moment. We're going to go to the town of White Orchard on the way. We're still hunting for Yennefer, of course.
Had a nightmare.
About?
It'll take forever to explain.
Yeah, probably.
Dawn some way off.
It was Ciri, she was a kid, and then this fucking ice boat turned up. Let's tell him.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed.
So when I played this game before last month, throughout my time with it, the dialogue was just fantastic.
And we trained.
Consistently, well, not just between the duties, like all of the new people you meet, returning characters, all that stuff. It's an absolute dream to
kids
just
who were faster, stronger.
enjoy the chat.
None had her character.
Sunrise.
Didn't end well, did it? Your dream.
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
I wouldn't worry too much if people, if they're worried about like ruining this for themselves. This is the tip of a very, very big iceberg. You're gonna bounce through all this stuff in the first 2 hours of the game, and you're gonna keep playing for, you know, plus 100 more. So, and this is the same for everyone.
Wait.
It's the moments where you have those like
Show me the letter
really
from
interesting,
Yennefer.
unique experience that you'll probably
Something
cherish.
empty there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Ah, how about that?
Lilac and
It
gooseberries.
does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
They must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima.
Vizima's a big town.
Nothing else to guide us there.
Was it in Boat Witches or just 2?
What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's so good. Yeah, that's private.
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's
Have
fresh.
sex on a unicorn. You should talk to our
Looks like
good
at
friend
least
Geralt of
towards the
Rivia.
main
The first time I played this part, it reminded me
muddled
not to
there.
be too overly gushing about this game, but the part that happens in a minute or two after this
Wait,
little fight
hear that?
reminded me of walking out of the Vault 101 in Fallout. This is the first sort of little monster battle, just to get used to fighting mobs, I guess. So again, we are playing on the second of 4 difficulties. Right stick is what I can use to focus on one enemy. Let's get some magic in here. Let's get Igni up. Lead ghoul. My stamina's probably dumping it a bit. Alright. So right stick again is what you use to focus on one of them. Probably blocking too much. So I can parry this guy as well. Let's use hard. Yeah, eat a ghoul. Adrenaline points, certain abilities, right? Yeah, so it's like rage, I guess.
When armies pass,
And all those guys are gone.
follow. Let's go.
You can regenerate your vitality by eating or drinking, or by meditating for at least an hour. My vitality is not too bad at the moment. Not sure if I have any food. This song I was playing in my head for days
Ever
after
tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't
I
stop
was playing this
talking
game.
about how
The music in this
useful they
game
are
is
as
just
creatures.
fantastic. All right, and we're into the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Jesus Christ.
Their blood.
So this is the prologue area around White Orchard. This isn't the main open world. It's like a smaller open world that exists.
No.
If you hold A,
His theory
it
collapsed.
basically sticks to the road at the second of 3 speeds. Yeah, I can still move Roach around. This is Geralt's horse. Like I can still move him around if I want, but he'll default to going back on the road, to like sticking to it. You can double tap it, and he'll have a little
War's
gallop.
not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean?
Yeah, he's got stamina at the bottom. There's also horse fear if you ride Roach into an area with a bunch of ghouls or water hags or drowners or whatever. He'll start to freak out, and if he gets too scared, he'll basically buck, and you won't be able to get out of there. We're gonna get to White Orchard in a second. That's where we can check out some of the the graphical stuff on the Xbox One. Just while we're here though, I want to have a little check at the world map and abilities. So where we are right now is this area, White Orchard. So we can zoom out to, this is the world map. So this is the entire game. The Vizima thing and Kaer Morhen are just kind of these tiny little instanced areas. White Orchard, where we just were there, is this area, which is pretty big. That's where we are here. Kind of zoom out a bit. If you zoom out too much, it pops you back to the world map. It's a little bit unwieldy when you first start to do it. In fact, when we first played this, we weren't really sure if it was all connected or not, but it's not. This is an instance, and then this is the main area of the game, Vale and No Man's Land, and this Novigrad area. This is actually all one big map, and it's fucking big. That's the main city of Novigrad. Stops up here. You can't really ride much north of there, but like this is the main city of Novigrad, and we're gonna leave Novigrad, go down through some of these like rural regions. It's kind of a marshland here, a bit of a war front. Keep going down. More towns. This is why this game made me feel like it was Red Dead Redemption when I was playing it, like a fantasy version. Keep going down. There's all this marshland. There's all these kind of mini islands, little archipelagos. Keep going down. And it's pretty wide as well. It keeps going wide. And so that's only one of 2 open worlds, which is the crazy thing. The Skellig Isles is a whole other kettle of fish. It's another sort of archipelago of islands. I think maybe there's 5 of them altogether. There's the main one in the middle. This is a lot more rural, a lot less dense when it comes to cities. And you can fly around on a boat all around this area as well. So you don't get to that for a little while. Like we said, I guess the sort of main open world area is where you spend most of the time. After a while it unlocks this. Kaer Morhen apparently comes up later on, but for the moment we're in White Orchard, which is this little kind of like playpen for the start of the game. For fans of the series, I kind of want to highlight this a little bit, just in case people were looking and wondering about specifics, because we got to report on all this, but we had to sort of pick and choose about what was important for fans of the series and newcomers alike. One thing I'll say about this in comparison to Witcher 2, and definitely 1, is that they've done a much better job of like aligning this. Like RPG inventories are always pretty messed up, or can be. Like you even have to look at like something like Skyrim. The quest area I love, because you will have like multiple quests on this. Like for main quests and side quests and stuff, I had like 6 running by the time I'd finished my 6 hours of it. The character trait stuff is very interesting. The different leveling progressions, I won't get into it too much here, but it involves like unlocking secondary abilities for the signs, speccing out your alchemy. The mutagens are very interesting. This is kind of what this area over here is. As you level up, so at level 2 you get this mutagen slot, and then you can start sticking in these signs and combat upgrades into these parts. And these are basically like loadouts that you can swap between in battle. And you unlock the second one at level 9, and then the third one at 28, I guess, and 16. And then these are like, you can sort of like swap to them quickly on the fly, and it's basically like different loadouts for Geralt's magical and combat abilities. I didn't get far enough the first time we played in Warsaw to really play with that, but it looks pretty cool. The meditation stuff is here if you want to like get your vitality up, you want to take some potions. Although you can take potions just in general play as well. And then I think there was something over here we missed. I hope I'm covering this all. Go for you guys. You unlock obviously different crafts, different types of weapons and wearables. This is all the characters. There's also this fantastic, where is it? The beast. I love this. The bestiary is fantastic. Every time you come across a new type of monster, it basically puts it in here, and you can sort of, like, it has lists of things that it's vulnerable against and stuff. The bestiary, after about 2 hours, I checked in there, and it was just full of like really cool backstory.
Slow down.
Let's get back into the story for a little bit. If you just joined the stream, welcome. This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt running on Xbox One. Ooh, there's some frame rate. Jesus.
We going?
Hello. It's weird. It's like the frame rate stuff I've noticed so far has been in like pre-rendered cutscenes, and then this, which is in engine, but it's not like it's not like I'm not controlling anything. As we said, this likely doesn't have the day 1 patch, so I imagine there will be some frame rate stuff. Did I already call it the bestiality or not? I don't know. Maybe that's secretly why I like that menu. Oh yeah, you fucking steal that horse. There you go. So that Griffin is the first beast you come up against, or monster you have to hunt, rather.
How's it going?
Yeah. Come out.
Do you need to read books for bestiary updates, like in The Witcher 1 and 2? I don't think so. I think that stuff gets, from what I noticed, pretty detailed information about the monsters comes up once you meet them. I think perhaps, I don't know, but I would guess that some of the details on their weaknesses and whatnot might come from that, but I don't know. When I played it a month ago, it felt like that stuff was pretty, when I ran into, say, a drowner, that there was enough information about the drowner right there. Could I ask this guy for money? Yeah, fuck it, I'm a witcher.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment.
The meager purse and the worst haircut mustache combination in the history of The Witcher, which is saying something.
Here.
Thanks, buddy. I just saved your fucking life. Don't be so
Like I said,
Bitch, you better.
leads to the main road and ends there. Muddled.
Swords
You seek
upgradable?
someone?
I don't actually know. We should ask Kevin Van Ord that when he swings by. Yes, I'm looking for a woman.
Yes.
Aren't we all?
A woman.
Well,
Medium
not
height,
everyone.
long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers.
I know you can upgrade his
You'll learn
armor.
something there.
Not a
You
bad
can upgrade
idea.
your potions. You can
Especially
upgrade
since
your,
that
I think, the
wound needs
bombs as
cleaning.
well. But I don't actually know if the upgrades for the
Sure.
swords are part
Use a
of
good
his
rye,
combat ability or if
nice
they're
and
specific to
cool,
the sword.
You know, straight from the cellar.
When I played
Let's go.
previously, we never really got that far. All right, Roach. Which one? Roach, you're... No, sorry. Roach is gone. Sorry, Roach.
Faster.
Looks like solid 30 to me right here.
So,
Oh.
the Griffin this close to the village. Strange.
The one thing I found when I played this game, and looking at it now, is that the worlds are so dense.
Near the main road.
Like there's a lived-in quality here that you kind of get in like a Grand Theft Auto, where like it actually feels like a real city as opposed to every other open world game that's in a city and it feels like a video game.
And we should leave as soon
Um,
as we learn anything.
And that's the feeling I get here. That like, this just looks. Look at this. Like just people doing work and cows washing their clothes and stuff. All these people exist on day-night cycles. They go to the markets, they close up their stalls, they go home at night time. If it rains, they run indoors, they seek cover. And this is all stuff I've seen with my own eyes, playing previously. Does the game ignore The Witcher 2 endings? I haven't played, just heard it had an alternate ending. So, there is a part immediately after this prologue area where you are basically asked by a king's servant about where you were during certain, kind of like the start of The Witcher 2. In that there's like a sort of a backtracking bit. You don't play those parts, but you basically fill in probably about 6 or 7 questions about what happened in The Witcher 2. So you get to choose there basically. If you don't care about that stuff, you can opt when you start the game for that question dialogue part not to happen. And also Kevin Van Ord at GameSpot is sorting out a sort of a primer based on those decisions, so people who haven't played The Witcher 2 can make informed decisions about what they would have done if they had played that game. So that'll be up on GameSpot in the next couple of days, certainly before the game is out. If you're wondering where I'm answering the questions, it's on the GameSpot chat. So if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, get your ass over to GameSpot.com, click on the Now Playing Witcher 3. And if you got an account, you can ask questions. If you want specific questions to me as well on that, in the reply tabs, you can do at Daniel Dwyer, but I'm actually looking at the
No need.
the general chat here as well.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a Griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it.
Oh, poor Lena.
Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave.
Oh no.
But there's no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I
So
be
this
of
area,
service?
White Orchard, has this main quest which, holds you by the hand a little
Something
bit.
to wet your tongue.
There are certain things you can do which will change up, but it's got a bunch of side quests in here, and it also actually has a second beast quest. You can return to this area once you've completed this little prologue quest thing as well. Okay. Let's see
Show me
about
what
buying
you got
something.
behind the counter.
What are you selling? What are you selling? So in wonderful form, you can RPG form, you can sell and buy. I want to buy the weirdest piece of meat she's got. Chicken leg. You're gonna buy a chicken leg. Look at that. This is when RPG stuff comes to life. Like 21.63 over 5 seconds. How much money I got? I'll buy 2 chicken legs. I want to hog all the legs. All right.
Looking
about
for a woman.
Jennifer.
Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby.
Smells like gooseberries.
And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I forgot about that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
So we don't have all versions. People in the chat wondering. We haven't got the PC version yet. If we had the PC version, that'd probably be the version I'd be playing right now. The dialogue stuff's really cool as well. Like you can straight up finish it. It highlights yellow the stuff that's like important
Contract on that Griffin?
Nay.
for the story. But there's loads of optional dialogue. Like just an absolute ton of optional dialogue. There are the characters you'll never meet. There are side quests you'll never run into, all with massive conversations that can impact on other quests. There are secondary quests which have conversations that can impact on the main quests in different ways.
Done something, not for free.
Seems like an RPG world that I'm gonna finish this. That
Everything.
really is connected in a way that most games are. Like you can't see the puppet strings the way you kind of do in a lot of other games. So there's a couple of things around this pub that are interesting, sort of evocative of the rest of the world. We're probably not going to get into the main open world of this game
Please.
In the 2 hours we're streaming today.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any.
True. You can skip individual lines as well, which is pretty cool. So one of the interesting things about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt world is that it's seamless in terms of the loading. So if I can just listen to those guys having a conversation, I can go up and have a chat with them. Or I can just, I wonder if the game will let me actually at this stage. Yeah, I can just go outside. I didn't ask anyone about her. Uh-oh. I hope I can go back in and ask them later because this is a scripted fight. But there's no loading screens. There's loading screens in between the open worlds themselves. So if I travel to the Skellig Isles from Novigrad, or if I fast travel within the open world, there'd be a loading screen there. But if I was just to potter around on my own, no loading screens. 3 against 1, oh, I can try and use a sign to try and get them to back off.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Ooh.
Of course not. He done nothing.
Horson's working witchcraft.
Horson?
Get him!
Don't call me a horson. You're a horson. Jesus Christ, your horson is punching me. So that's cool. I've done that before where I've actually said 3 against 1, that's mighty brave, and I fought all 3 of them.
Let's end this.
I'm not really trying to block this guy at all.
Nice meeting you.
This guy's just like, yeah, whatever. One love, man. Jobless. She's having a good old time. I'm gonna go back in and ask about Yennefer. Okay, she's save project earlier. All right. I'll do a little manual save here. Where's my manual save at again? No, whatever. This guy here is the Gwent dude, so if you've ever seen the Gwent tutorials, that's where that is. I don't really want to play Gwent right now. We're going to get the show around this game on Xbox One. I don't want to focus on a friggin' card game, even though it is pretty great.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Yeah, people don't like witches. Ooh, I could... I used that before, and his friend freaked out because he saw that I did a spell on him. Will stop the conversation, but I'll be nice. Just want to talk.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray. No one here'll talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Wow, these guys are really unpleasant.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Oh.
Running low on patience. Once it's gone, your heads will roll.
Yeah.
We was jesting, no call for anger.
See a raven-haired woman.
Call me a shit-eater.
Dressed in black
You're a
and white.
shit-eater.
We know nothing, sir. Leave us be.
That's a shame. Alright, I don't want to talk to Gwent, dude. Look at this guy sitting on his own, who's got a name, Gaunter O'Dim. Must be
Looking for a
super
woman.
Irish name.
Like
Many
everyone.
O'Dims.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Ooh. Then I guess you have. Got a cut on her dress. Should get that sorted
Never
out.
mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness.
So you tend to pick up little quests like this just around the world by getting into chats. There's a couple of side quests involved in this prologue area as well. There's one around the corner where a dwarf's
Butcher of Blaviken.
like one of his workshops was burnt down or something.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask.
And yeah, the guys at Set A
Is
Project
this
read
about love?
once I completed this area told me that there's another beast quest in here as well. None of your business.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell
I
me.
did not do any voice
Before
acting in
you
this game.
appeared, it never occurred to
I'm
me
not
that
tied
my
to this game in any way, but there are some really cool regional accents
the
from all around the
point.
UK and
An
Europe that
Nilfgaardian scout from the local
are,
garrisons.
like, I really appreciate it. It's real
Where?
cool. They've got like
At their
Cockney
camp,
accents and Welsh accents,
rode in
Scottish, Irish,
dark of
North
night,
England, like
black
real
and
sort of
white,
mining town
gooseberries
accents
and-
down south.
Yes.
Posh
I know.
people, of course, have
Had a
nice
terse exchange
Kent
with the garrison
accents.
commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
All right, so that's where a lot of this ends up going, is that there's a garrison in this area. Oh, this guy's still hanging out. Should I beat him up? Can I beat him up? No? I'll jump on him? Yeah, that'll serve you. Let's have a little wander around this area. Hey, peasant. Ooh. Grab some mushrooms.
What do you want?
So, you can go into some of these houses. I'm not sure if you can go into this one. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's pleasant. That guy looks wasted. This is very interesting, actually. I've noticed a couple of things around this whole area that happened in quests I did later in this area that have actually are accurate, even though I haven't triggered the quest. So that's actually pretty incredible. I don't want to tell you though, just in terms of spoilers. Let's check out some of this. This is running on Xbox One. We're streaming this in 720 for those who are wondering. God.
Kings do the fighting, but peasants do the dying. Any tidings from Vizima?
Some of these aren't real conversations. Look at this. Just the detail in some of the
2, 3. Your witch sees thee!
Another thing that's new in the series is Geralt can now swim. So you can go underwater. It's a little bit, gets a little bit used to. You have to get a little bit used to it. It's kind of you push forward. B's go up, X's go down. And then if you're on the surface, you can basically
Kings
swim
do
a
the
little
fighting.
faster. That's cool. There are subterranean, there are like caves that you can access, especially in the Skellige parts of the world. There's a treasure pile that I found around this part of the world actually at one stage. It was protected by some drowners that I had to dispatch. So there's a lot to discover. We've done a lot of story stuff, so I kind of want to spend the next like 5-10 minutes just wandering around. So if you guys in the chat have any suggestions, by all means put them in. I'll see if I can accommodate them.
You're strange, but a good fella nonetheless.
Thank you. Ooh, what I want to show you is the notice board. So each town has a signpost, which is used as a fast travel location. Not sure if the prologue area actually subscribes to that or if it's just in the open world part. And they've also got notice boards which have quests on them. One thing I'm noticing, which I really liked in the PC version, and I'm seeing a lot in the Xbox one. First of all, shadows are fantastic, but see just like the ambience, like dust that gets kicked up. You see that a lot in this game, and like even here you can see it, where it's kind of like pollen and dust kicked up from the road. It looks really good. Wouldn't be an RPG unless you had an inventory full of hundreds of random plants you don't know what to do with. Just the way the houses are built into the world, it's just unlike so many other games. That guy over there is a side quest, the dwarf. What the fuck am I to do? I kind of want to do that side quest. Okay, we might do that side quest, because maybe that's off the story, so we might do that instead, because it's pretty funny. I love this. This kid is singing a nursery rhyme, and once I passed by, and his dad doesn't like him saying that. So these notice boards are absolutely brilliant. So each town has one of these, and some of them are quests, like this one here. Basten, my brother, went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in a great battle nearby. So I can straight up pick that off the board, and that's like a new quest for me to do. But then the rest of them are just random notices. And some of them are fucking so dumb. Like, what's this one? Don't understand what I just read. No wonder it's a Nilfgaardian, and soon half the world will be speaking this mysterious tongue. So you'd best start learning it now, and yours truly can help you with that for a modest fee. This guy's going to teach people how to speak Nilfgaardian. So the Nilfgaard are basically an army who have built an outpost close to this town. So some of this stuff like points you in the direction of quests. I saw one here that was some guy who had basically said, "Hey, don't eat cats." It was like the top of it. He's like, "You shouldn't eat cats. I ate a cat once and I had bad luck for a week. So I just want everyone else in the village to know that you shouldn't eat cats." And there's just loads of that like dark humor peppered around this world. You know what? I don't think the side quest's been shown before. It's only one of area in this little prologue area. Let's get into it.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some buggers.
All dwarfs are Scottish.
I've lost everything. Everything!
Don't insult me.
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything
take off
changed
Geralt's
when the
pants.
Black
That's a
Ones
good shed,
came.
actually. I might see if I can do the rest of this quest
They only
naked.
slipped around, so I got to surface their garrison. Bang dents out to plate, shoe horses. That's what.
I'm gonna skip a little bit of this chat.
Guardians don't pay me a bloody copper.
So this guy's, the people in the village aren't happy with him because he's basically fixing weapons for the Nilfgaard even though they don't pay him. I'm gonna find your arsonist.
Find your arsonist.
So somebody in the town burnt down his forge.
I've not much left, but I'll give you.
But there's a contract out here, so I wouldn't be a witcher if I didn't pick up random quests from people. Let me see if I can strip Geralt's down to his pink skin. Where are we at? Equipment. Usables. Oh yeah, it's over here, isn't it? Trousers. Unequip. Boots. Unequip. Chest armor. Unequip. I'll leave the gloves on. The gloves kind of make him look more naked. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now we're ready to witch. Let's do it. I know for a fact that this particular quest... Actually, I don't even know for a fact. I don't think this particular quest requires combat, so I don't feel too bad about stripping him down. What's this? Oh, I can loot. I don't want to steal the guy's stuff. He said he was going to help me. Oh, I can kind of enhance my weapons over here. So you can upgrade your weapon here, I guess. Enhance. Oh, that actually just gave me a buff. See the timer underneath the vitality stuff in the top left? So you get those a lot if you come across, for instance, there are like points, like little, what would you call them, like
Shavings from a tinderbox.
little sacred
Arsonist must have lit
stones
his
that can
torch
give you
here,
little
tossed it on the roof, then fled through the
boosts
orchard.
for a while.
Boot prints. A man's. Large.
So fine, these are some footprints leading away from his lodge. I'm in Witcher, I'm basically in detective mode, Witcher mode here. I'm gonna keep following these. Find some more clues.
Stinks of piss. And vodka.
Piss and vodka, that's a good Saturday night for me. Alright, where are we going? Keep following. Don't go in the water, don't go in the water. Where are we at?
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Alright, so let's go for a little swimmy over here maybe. Yeah, it's nice to feel that water on your naked ass, isn't it, Geralt? Oh, here we go.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Oh, there's drowners here? The drowners are like almost like zombie people who drowned. Oh man, he was naked. Look at this dude with it. What's going on?
My dad had a sword once too.
Did he? Kill that duck with your crossbow, kid. So I think this is one of the markets that like gets closed up later in the day. Can I kill this duck? I remember when you kill a chicken in Skyrim and suddenly the entire town wants to murder you. I'm kind of scared of
bleeding, but not badly.
Oh, he's bleeding.
Surface wound.
So earlier when I went into this house, that's what I was sort of alluding to was.
Trail ends here.
Hey lady, don't worry about me. I'm just coming in. No
Drowner claw
clothes on.
It's gotta be him.
Oh, what happened to you?
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa.
Wow.
Our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not
So
right?
if you're reading this faster than they're saying it, you can skip as well, which is pretty cool.
We can work this out, man to man. I give you gold.
Ooh.
You don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
Oh, this is a dilemma. Okay, so he can pay me, or I can bring him back to the dwarf. Okay, so I brought him back before. I'm gonna take his money this time because I'll tell you what happens when you choose the other one. Fine, no more arson. Just give me some cash. I'll turn you the cheek.
Fine. I'll agree to that. If you swear to stop playing with fire. Fail to do that and I'll come back, and someone will get hurt.
Of course, Master Witcher. I swear on me dead mum. Your gold, and here's to your health. Down with the black ones and non-humans alike.
No. I'm not saying it's okay that you're racist. That's not. I know you're giving me the money, but I'm not saying.
Fuck off already.
All right. Okay. Got some XP and a bit of cash. Hopefully, when I come back to this town later, it hasn't like completely burnt down because of this guy. I guess I'll have to wait and see. That's the sort of stuff that does happen in The Witcher. Okay, now to tell you what happens if you choose the other way. If you choose the other way, you can basically cast Igni, or it's not Igni, Jesus Christ. You cast Axie on that guy and bring him back to the dwarf. And when I did that, the dwarf had him hung by the Nilfgaards. So the Nilfgaard were passing by, and he basically said, "Yo, hang this guy," just for burning down his little forge, and obviously for being a massive racist, which is probably worse. Yeah, but he had him killed, and I remember thinking, "Oh, I wouldn't have brought him back here if you if I knew you were going to murder him. So I wonder how this is going to go.
Couldn't track your arsonist down. Sorry about that.
Damn shame. Well, the black ones might catch him eventually.
They might.
Do you need anything? I managed to save some things from the fire. And my anvil's whole.
Bang something out. Alright.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do?
Crap something.
I'd like you to forge something for me.
Ooh. So I don't have components for this piece of armor. So this is where the sort of the crafting stuff gets nice and deep. So this is when you're picking up different items, purchasing different components from vendors and whatnot. And there's a lot to do here. Let's not get into it right now. We've only got another hour or so left of this. Bye-bye. Sorry about your whole arson problem. Sorry I did this entire quest naked as well. I should probably sort that out. Great. That's more like it. Okie dokie. So, let's have a look at our quest. So, if you can see on the right side, Lilac and Gooseberries, that's our main quest we have there. Sorry, the right side underneath the map, you can see that it's sitting over there. I also picked up that other quest though. Secondary quest here, which was from the notice board, so I can click on that bad boy as well. And then that changes the waypoint on the map and points me in a different direction. I'm not sure if I need a couple more quests, or maybe I need to get out of this area to open that stuff up, but I remember there being a situation where I had a bunch of quests, almost kind of World of Warcraft style, on the right side of the screen underneath that map, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I need Roach. So if I click in on the left stick twice, Geralt whistles, and our boy turns up.
I see you with him again.
Let's get off to this Nilfgaardian base, I guess. Can you attack NPCs in the village? You know what? I don't actually know. Let me see about that. Alright, here, let me... Oh, okay, here's the main menu. Let me save. Game saved. Okay. I don't want to do it when there's Nilfgaard actually around. I don't necessarily want to do it in the village. Oh, whatever. Fuck it, we can always reload it. Let's just make sure that this has actually saved, because this would be a real bummer if just murdered everyone and then it was like, oh no, game's over, man. You think I can attack the boy? If I take my sword out, do people react differently?
Do not get food, not from me.
Oh, I'm not looking for food. Can I target you guys? No, I can't target them anyway. Interesting. If I swipe, she freaks out, but if I try and hit him, he just lifts up his fist and then doesn't do anything, so. What about the Nilfgaard?
Sheathe your weapon.
Oh. I guess not. Although maybe children are exempt from this rule. Nope. But I can scare the shit out of them, so that's fun. Alright. Let's get on before the...
Run, Roach.
Yeah, run, get out of here. I just threatened a child with murder. Oh man, this game is so pretty. Have another gallop. So this open world, this little sort of miniature prologue open world in White Orchard is not particularly big, but it's not a... It's when you get into the main open world that you sort of realize the type of scale that that The Witcher 3 is running at. The fact that you can sort of, like Novigrad, I think when you first go to Novigrad and you find that big city, that's pretty astounding as well. It sort of reminds you about how oh, it's wolves, about how the loading stuff works as well. We're fighting wolves here. I'm actually going to prime this bad boy because I think that these guys are all standing around a bunch of like crates of dynamite or fuel or something. It looks like that is over there. Come on, wolves. There we go. Ah, didn't work. It is one of these situations where maybe using something like Airden is a good shout. Oh, poisonous, get out of there. These guys are all slowed down now. Block you, you jerk. Level 5 wolf. What else we got? I'm gonna try and detonate him on that. Again, this is on the second of 4 difficulties, so. There we go. Boom! Yeah, your buddy over there didn't survive. I can loot fallen foes. I think this is actually lootable here as well, yeah. Got some scraps. Oh, here we go. I'll take all that, please. Oh, I think this is just one of those games. There is a full day-night cycle as well, which we may end up dumping into, but I got it the first time I played this. I'm feeling it again, where you know that feeling where you just know you're going to be hanging out here. You're just going to be wandering around this world for like the next 3 weeks. It's something special. All right, Roach. We're almost at the Nilfgaardian base. They've set up in this this abandoned castle. Their little outpost. So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna ask about Yennefer. See if those folks know what's up.
Move it.
Yeah, that's right. Sit-ups. Keep going.
Slow.
All right. This doesn't seem very horse-friendly. I'm gonna leave you here, Roach. Like I said, actually, just in case you didn't know, the Witcher is he's got those 2 swords on his back. Hitting the left D-pad brings out the silver one. Sorry, the right one. Left D-pad brings out the steel, I guess, which is used mostly for humans or non-magic beasts, I guess.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go up here. Oh, there's a. I think this is one of the fast travel points.
Stop.
This might be the first one you run into, actually. So these are the notice boards, which where the fast travel works from. You can basically travel to any other fast travel location you have. The prologue area isn't the best example of jumping between these. But that's the garrison there, and then White Orchard is down here, so I can go down to the bridge there. Like I said, it's not the biggest area. It's this Vale and Novigrad part is where most of the madness happens. Okay. Go up here. Talk to these fine gentlemen.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express.
I don't know about encumbrancy yet. They haven't picked up enough items.
That looks like a local to you.
Yeah, we might get Kevin in here later on to ask a couple of those specific questions. That and upgrading swords was another one that was asked.
Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Oh. Cleverson thinks this is the castle in the first game? That'd be cool. You can be nice.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
So again, you just wander into this little village or outpost. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You can go up and talk to the Guardians. Most of them are just kind of like Witcher 2 style. They just give you a little line. Never know though. You always get the feeling that there could be some side quests anywhere you go, which is almost as good as there being side quests everywhere you go. Talk to the quartermaster about getting supplies, but just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to head in here.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
What a solid dude.
I summoned only the Elderman and the Smith, Willis.
Is this game mod friendly like Skyrim?
You are too tall to be
seems like they're maybe trying to get into that area at some stage, but right out the gate there is no mod tools. I don't know if it's mod friendly in terms of people breaking it open themselves. We're previously talking to CD Projekt, this sounded like something they wanted to do, but right now, on launch, it doesn't seem like they're going in that direction. Hopefully soon they'll talk about that stuff.
Very perceptive of you.
He's a nice dude.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
The Skippy.
That is a military secret.
Ah, bullshit.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the god.
What's your price?
There is a Griffin.
Ah, really? It's a deal.
It's a deal.
It
I'll
kept
kill you,
to the
Griffin.
Vulpine Woods at first. I sent
Vulpine
a patrol
Woods. I wonder if there's wolves in
5
there.
young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. Since then, the Griffin has grown bold.
Yeah, I know. We ran into the Griffin.
It's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone.
See, this is what I really love about the
easy.
Witcher
What do you
games
require?
and the sort of lore and very much Wild Hunt as well.
I'll need bait, a specific herb.
Is it like he's thinking about, okay, we've left the nest. I need to get this buckthorn stuff to
I do not know this.
lure
But,
the
I'm
Griffin
not
out.
fluent in
I'll have to
common
use
tongue.
like a certain type of potion, or I'll have to use a certain
then.
type of weapon
Hands
to
up.
take it down. And
Kill
all this
them.
stuff is kind of like it's handed to you on a platter in this
First
prologue area, and
came
they sort of let
idiots.
you know.
Don't play
But
with
there's so
fire,
many variables
for
that
example.
exist in this open world
Go
to
to
fighting
Tamira,
the beasts.
an
Like there are
herbalist.
specific
She lives
monsters
near
that
the
you really only want
crossroads.
to
She will
fight
aid you.
during nighttime. There are certain ones that, like in specific terrains, are much more dangerous.
Need more information.
Like I'm gonna ask him
This
about
Griffin.
more
Its
information about
sex,
the
why
Griffin.
It's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around.
Mislov. He has...
I'm gonna go down to where the last attack was
Tamira
and try and get
Mislav.
more information.
Yakton.
That's cool. It's like it reminds you of like God. I don't want to. I was about to make an LA Noire reference, but maybe like just gathering information, setting it all up, like queuing up all the information for like for the battle, for the moment where you finally meet up. And what's cool about Wild Hunt is that you can kind of do this. Oh, nice slide. You can kind of do this stuff alongside sliding downstairs. Confirmed. Alongside doing all your secondary quests and your main quests and all that stuff. So it feels real natural. You're like kind of investigating and then going off and doing a side quest. You're getting lost and then coming back. And this prologue area is much more leading you by the hand, but certainly in terms of the open world part of the game later on, you gotta take it at your own pace. Kind of feels like, which is real good. Actually, I'm gonna stick to the coast here. There's a bridge up here, which last time. Oh, sorry, Roach.
Let's go.
Yeah, like I said, if you just joined, if you just tap twice, you'll just gallop down the road.
Slow now. Whoa.
Oh, there's some stuff going on. So these are drowners. I'll give you the backstory of these guys in a second once I ice this guy. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh yeah, so it doesn't stop time or anything as well, by the way, when that happens. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. You think? Think I'm gonna make it? Damn. Whew. So, vitality. Looks like I'm gonna have to eat my my chicken wings. So the game is way better than The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 at teaching you how to play it. Like Witcher 2 was, before they patched it, was just almost impenetrable. So even then, this isn't part of a tutorial, but they're like, yo, you can eat equipment as you play. To consume items in the first slot, press up, and the second item, press down. So at the moment, my consumables are chicken, oh sorry, this bread situation, and what's underneath it? Water. So I'm gonna swap out the bread, some hot chicken leg, put it in there, and then I can press up, have some chicken leg, this is down for water, all that, the cooldowns pop up there. So this is also how the potions work. You kind of make the potions, you discover the potions first time, and then you can kind of deploy them whenever you want. And then when you, instead of having to make them from the specific ingredients every time, like in The Witcher 2, there's a base level of alcohol, and every time you meditate, it basically pulls it off that. So what I love about the detail here is that, like, there's the drowners there, there's a dead dude there, there's like, clearly been some sort of scuffle on this bridge. There's a sword that's missing. There's a fucking drowner that's kicking my ass. Jesus. No, I'm trying to cast spells here. Jesus Christ. Kinda blocking it, but not really. There you go. Grab some more water. Chicken legs. Drowner brain. It's a master craft item. Yeah, so there's kind of like all this stuff here, and you mightn't think anything of it, but also you could hop down here, and straight up there's a carriage that came off whenever that little battle happened. Once you know it, some loot. Military orders, florins, and what do you know it, a quest. And this was something that I discovered the first time I played this game a month ago in Poland. And that kind of sums up why The Witcher 3 is so exciting to me, is that you were just walking around, minding your own business, and they put the care and attention into like creating this little area with really like a hidden quest. Like there was no reason to jump underneath that bridge unless you like took the time and attention to see that like this guy crawled out of the water, and I wonder what happened here. The first time I passed, I came from the other side, and actually it seemed a bit more noticeable. That's why I went underneath the water. And I got myself a quest. If that doesn't make you hyped about The Witcher, then I don't know what will. And this is another really interesting thing about this game, is the treasure hunt, level 4, secondary quests, suggested level 3 here. So Geralt keeps leveling up as you play the game. And the side quests don't, they stay the same. So you will pick up levels that are like level 30 that you won't be able to do for 100 hours. Or Kevin said that one of the bad parts actually was that there was so many interesting little missions he kept bumping into, but then they were actually 10 levels below where he was. So there's even, I feel like there's a desire to want to maybe play through the game on different playthroughs. There's all your information here in the tutorial stuff, which is really cool. If you're stuck at any moment, you can hop back in here. And then the bestiary is getting a little bit filled up since we've been playing this game for a while. So we got beasts, we got hybrids, there's Griffin, and we have all the information, which is interesting. Drowners. Drowner resembles a corpse dredged from the bottom of a pond. It's sickly blue or green in color, with slime and sludge oozing out of every place, and the acrid stench of rot wafting off of it. Then it's got like a little bit of information there about Igni, you know, fire beats water, what potions you should use. I should probably look into that. And just like a little bit of lore, like when at the water's edge, you got to be quiet first of all, so as not to scare the fish. Second, so you don't attract drowners. Like just little bits of lore. I wonder if they're actually pulled from the books. like the world of The Witcher is one of very few fleshed out pieces of lore, and perhaps I think it benefits greatly from the fact that it exists in literature and it's not just all created by artists and writers in the sort of the moments they have between making the game. Like this, is it Andrzej Sapkowski his name is? Like he created this world and this rule set, and that's kind of there for a CD Projekt to fill in the gaps, as it were. So I think that lends itself to a much more interesting type of world, in the same way that like Skyrim is much more interesting in terms of its lore than, say, you know, any of the earlier Elder Scrolls games, because they've had time to sort of to fill themselves out and to create a universe that's believable and has a canon that's worth respecting. And I think that's the same thing that kind of you get with The Witcher, but right off the bat, because it already has like a bunch of books. All right, let's hop in here.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
All right, if he's out hunting, I'll use my Batman vision.
Trail's fresh.
Find where he is.
Mislav just left home.
All right, Mislav, where you at? I don't even need to use that. I can just see his footprints. Nope, I take it back. And another wonderful thing about the quests that I've experienced so far is that there he is. Is that use of different systems all the time. Like, we got a little horse ride. We kind of got that drowner thing happened on the way, but we mightn't have. We got a little bit of using the Witcher sense. Now we're going to have a little bit of conversation. We're going to go on a hunt.
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Good variety of the types of systems that you're using in any one quest. Where'd you find the bodies? Body pots.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a Witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts for...
No worries.
Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
That's a nice little reminder of,
Sure.
Use silver blades.
Anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though.
These dogs
These
been a
dudes.
problem for a while now.
Since the war started.
Let's get silver ready. That's steel. Let's get silver ready.
A woman, strangler, killer man.
Look how fucking beautiful. Look at this. Jesus Christ.
A kick in passing, no more.
This is the Xbox One version. It looks even better on PC, but look at this. Jeez. Like, just remind yourself of other open world games on the Xbox One for a moment. Just think about Watch Dogs, and then have a look at this. This is really something else. Just even the technical aspect of it, sure, but just even like the artistry of this, like it just feels cold now that I'm in the shade. You can like really see that light piercing through, the moisture in the air in the distance, that kind of fog. I think when the wind stuff kicks up, it's incredibly impressive. So there's a bunch of different wind systems in this game that determine the trees' movements, down to like Geralt's hair and like the hair on beasts and whatnot. So the first time I went to that Nilfgaardian base, today when we went to the outpost, it was like nice and sunny and relatively calm. When I went there, when I played this game previously, it was during like a windstorm, and during all those conversation cutscene parts, Geralt's hair was like blowing all over the place like a crazy person. I'm just like gonna let him kill that stuff. Might have some bread actually. Eat some bread. You know what? I'm gonna help him out. Don't hit me with your shit. Come on. Focus on that one. I wonder if that's why the drowners were not dying fast, although I wasn't getting out of the way either, but Jesus, hit me with that. I need to get better at my block. Queuing up that left trigger block is proving difficult for me. What do we got? Yeah, that's right. Set your corpses on fire. Apologies. I kept hitting right button instead of right trigger. I was trying to cast Igni. What we got here? Ugh. Ask the herbalist about books on it. Come on. Have a chat. Ugh.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor.
Crossbow
together.
doesn't come up until later.
Where
You
the
actually
Black
get it
Army's
right
encamped now.
as you fight the
He was a
Griffin for the
stable
first
hand,
time.
I was the Lord's hunter.
So there's no
That was
crossbow
before.
quite yet.
Well, a long time ago.
Sorry. Hope you weren't close.
No, not at all.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind
Have a
of
little
game.
chat. Oh, we
His
leveled
kind,
up. Let's have a look at the character trait stuff, actually. This will be an interesting little side thing to do while we're here. So, the character leveling. We haven't got any mutagens yet, or maybe we do. You receive ability points every time you gain a level. Using these points, you can acquire new abilities, improve the ones you have. It's pretty much par for the course. This is the ability stuff. The different colors. Red is for combat. Blue is for magic, I believe, and then green is for alchemy. So then you can level them up here. Choose which one you want. Fast attack. Strong attack. This is defense stuff, marksmanship, battle trance. So muscle memory. Fast attack increased by 5% in general points gained. So it's pretty granular as it happens. You can put it into the sign stuff here and upgrade my art or my Igni or whatever. You can put it into alchemy and upgrade how my potions work when I use them, or the effectiveness of my grenades and whatnot. And then these are general sort of traits that you can upgrade as well. Griffin school technique. Each piece of medium armor increases sign intensity of 5%. We're getting into real RPG mechanics here. I'm going to go with 50% slower when using a crossbow. That's something I definitely would have gone for in Skyrim, for instance. Let's go with 5% extra damage on it. That's pretty easy one. Let's do that. Yeah, why not? So this is the interesting little ability area. So for an ability to take effect, you must activate it and put it in a slot. Inactive abilities won't have any effect, so you can unlock abilities and then not use them. And so this almost works like your inventory. You basically pick up one of these guys, put it in a slot, and it's part of one of your ability loadouts. You can deactivate abilities at any time and activate other ones whenever you want. So these loadouts aren't set in stone. You can mess with them whenever you want. The other thing, which we won't get to yet, is that when you get the mutagens, that's where these guys go, and they're kind of more powerful effects. And you can go between these different loadouts of effects as you go. We won't get that our third unlock slot until level 4.
Instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No Griffin.
Characters in this game, even ones like this lab here, you kind of bump into, they always feel like they're pretty fleshed out. Just walking through leaves here. To give them that. If I run faster, he'll run faster as well. On a nice day in White Orchard.
Greetings.
You can have your horse come to you, double press L. Sure can, but why would I do that when I can follow the hunter? It has me on the other quest. I'm not sure how I can fix that. How do I fix that? For some reason, the map is thinking I'm on the second part of this quest. Oh, it wanted me to do the herbalist first, did it? Sorry, game. I'm with Mislav. Show me where the Nilfgaards are. Oh, here they are. Jesus Christ.
'Twas here.
Sure was.
One lay there, by the stump, headless. Watch out for yourself.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
See you there, dude. Alright, so I'm going to use my super detective skills. My Witcher
Ground's
vision.
black, saturated with blood.
Have a little look around.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
It looks like this was an actual outpost. There are animals in the distance. You can use that if you're hunting and whatnot. Sounds like wolves. We are in the Vulpine Forest after all. I'll take my sword out just in case. What are... I can...
A camp.
Can I set that fire? No, I can't. Any other clues around this part of town? I'm real worried about those guys. Oh, here we go.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Ah, let's follow them. Oh. Ooh, loot. Hello. Whoa, sweet fucking vert pipe, man. Get some linen. I'm worried about those wolves coming over here. Jesus. Ugh. Why can't I walk up the side of everything like in Skyrim? Let's go this way. Alright, where are those tracks at? Here we go. So... hop on up here. I'm definitely getting more used to the controls on this pad. At the start, walking around and doing this sort of stuff was a little bit haphazard, but seems a bit more normal now. Did I pass those? Where'd they go? Goes up here. I think it goes up here. Jump across. Huh! Yeah.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Well, there's a dead dude.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here.
Oh man, that's a dead Griffin right there.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep
Examine
cuts
wounds.
over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
Just that type of like depth really
Beak tips worn.
adds so much to a quest that in other games could have just been, yo, go kill that friggin' Griffin.
Pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
So they basically just killed his wife.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal Griffin.
Step away.
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Man. Poor dude. I love how it's telling me to prepare for combat. Ooh, actually, look at this guy. I'll take your Valen longsword. Huh, so I guess that answers the question about the swords. Where are we at? Here. Got a Valen longsword, which has got 3 plus 3 damage. And what about this thing? Armor repair kit? Sure. Why not? If I'm right, from the last time I played this, over here, see that little question mark on the map in the top?
Place of power, it's gotta be.
So the controller just rumbled, and if you can see, I'm not sure if you can, Geralt's medallion around his neck, that vibrates whenever there's magic. So that's letting me know that this guy's here. Oh, it's giving me an ability point, and it's also, I think, upgraded my Gwen for the next 30 minutes. Pretty cool. Thanks, magical thing in the woods. So the next thing I have to do is head over to the herbalist. Get me some bud over in this little town. And that's already on the marker, so let's get Roach. Again, he can turn up basically. Oh, you were behind me the whole time, Roach. Oh, I didn't know.
Come on, Roach.
Oh, am I gonna have to jump over this bridge? How do I jump on the horse? X? D? Alright, let's go through the woods. No road can hold me. There is straight up combat on the horses as well. You can cut people down. Just ride straight through fields. Sorry, guys. Actually, I want to go this way, don't I? Oh no, I want to go this way. Gallop, Roach. I think she's over here. Oh, sorry, dude. Ah, whatever. You stay there. About that herbalist. What's going on?
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams.
Ooh, nice.
Which is all I can hope to do for her.
This is the lady who got attacked by the Griffin, I think, on the bed. Buckthorn,
Looking
please.
for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's wide.
It'll stink worse than I'm hunting.
Cool.
I was thinking...
Captain Peters.
I'm gonna book it through this
Doubt
because I want
There are
to
no
actually get to the Griffin fight
from
within
here.
our 2-hour time
bitterness.
window here.
True. And you're in a hurry.
I am in a hurry.
we
Do
can
you know
have
I'm
an
skipping through dialogue options right
Maybe
now?
next time.
A lot of these people I imagine you return to later in the game as well. Or maybe not. Feels like that the game could go either way. So now I need to get this buckthorn stuff, which is basically the stinkiest weed in the world. It's down by the... You're free to hunt these animals, by the way, as well, and actually use their meat if you want. But it's a pretty stenchy weed that the Griffin, the Royal Griffin in particular, is attracted to. Did he just get freaked out because there's drowners here? He just stopped a second ago. I wonder why.
Run, Roach.
Yeah, I think there's a drowner underneath the water there. Where we were earlier. Am I on the right side of the river? Oh, right. I forgot about this. Gotta go for a little swimmy. Using one of Geralt's new abilities. Okay, just look at this goddamn video game. Look at that. Jeez. Oh man, this is something else. Alright. I'm gonna go down here and get some nasty weed. Get some primo kush. Where is it? The swimming controls are a little bit finicky, but... Ooh, shit. There's a bunch of stuff down here. My breath, of course, is at the top. And I've got my weed. So let's head over to White Orchard again.
Should talk to Vesemir.
Make sure Vesemir's clued in. He's hanging out at the bar, just in case you forgot. We kind of left him there a while ago. Probably 3 sheets to the wind right now. But it's a nice day, so why not? We'll let Roach hang out over there and let's just go for a walk. And this game is pretty. Jeez. So as the day kind of lingers on, all these people start to go home. Turns to nighttime and they'll... Hello, dog.
Viper-eyed Hellraiser.
They'll go home. Gee, well, look at that. Oh, I'm a sucker for a good video game sunset, and that is something else. Alright, sorry. Get back to the... Oh, there's a storm coming in. Jesus. Look at this. Let's get to Vesemir before this Yeah, raining. This is about to be raining important. Jeez, look how dark it is over here. Storm clouds are just rolling in.
Looking for trouble?
Good man.
All right, Vesemir. Keep you up to date.
By the wood.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer...
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin.
Yeah, nailed it.
What else could he want from two?
Griffin's abandoned its lair.
And how's that going?
I got the buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn. More like stench.
City boy. Remember
Yeah,
treading...
and I also got the information. So I guess I could have come back.
The Nilfgaardians burnt.
And I talked to him earlier, and he would have given me advice. But let's just do it. Let's kill a Griffin.
Good.
So this is the culmination of the prologue area. This map that we're about to do now. So we're going to prepare for the Griffin fight by brewing some Thunderbolt. So let's go into the alchemy. This is part of the one of the main sort of pillars of this world is that you create these potions that then you take before battle. So I'm going to go find Thunderbolt. Where is it? Green mutagen, red mutagen. Cash. Jesus. And then I'm going to craft it. Done. So now I can go to the inventory. Go over to the potion menu. I'm going to choose this bad boy and then put it in one of the slots in the consumable one at the bottom. And that's the way in which this game is a little bit different to the other games, is that you have to always do your meditation, whereas in this, I can just hit down and take my Thunderbolt. I probably shouldn't have taken that because it's only lasts for 30 seconds, but whatever. Yeah, I can hear claps in the background. Sorry, guys. So this is cool. The last time I fought this Griffin, let's get on our horses, actually. Roach, where you at? Where you at, though? He always comes from the side you're not looking.
Move it.
The first time I did this, it was a beautiful sunny day, and there was a storm earlier in the day. I think the day-night cycle is about I think it's an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. I think it might be somewhere in there. Whereas this time it's happening during this this storm, which I guess it kind of almost looks like they set it up on purpose. But I swear to God, the first time I played this, it was a pretty day. And I'm a little bit. I've already done this before, but I'm actually a little bit nervous about this.
Amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
Here we go.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
You can start.
Let's start. Wind's
Wish
good.
me luck.
Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Fake ass.
No, well,
I just had this fake sheep with me the whole time.
We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me,
you can sleep,
once we
and it
find
does
Yennefer,
change the
what do
day-night
we
cycle.
do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Aw.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me.
So after this part, after this
Nilfgaard's
battle, you
crossed
guys
the
kind of
Pontar in the east.
part ways for a while, and
A week's march.
well, what I
from
assume is a while. I'm sure he comes back
They
later in
reach
the
the
game,
valley before snows can cover the pass.
and then you're on your own with Geralt.
Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Just love this little conversation as they wait for the Griffin to arrive. Yeah, I've still got two more little shots of Thunderbolt left.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
I love this. Watch it. Here we go. Take this. You, the master of crossbows.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Played some Gwent. Took you for a traditionalist. Witchers don't actually use range weaponing, so this is a...
Witcher with a crossbow. We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a Griffin to kill.
He doesn't care. I love that they address it. Okay. Wish me luck. This is the first monster battle of the game. It's in the prologue area. The rest of it's all part of the open world, so... Here we are. I like the crossbow.
It's about to dive.
Fuck. Earlier than that, maybe. Yeah, eat it. Back. Yeah, come on. Where am I at? What I got? It's an Igni. Get behind him. Fuck. Alright, let's take some Thunderbolts. I'm gonna have some bread quick. Oh shit, don't go in the air the minute I take my Thunderbolt, you asshole. Come on. Ugh. God damn it.
Damn! It's fast!
Fucking is fast. My health is not doing too good. Come on. You can use the crossbow in this situation as well. It just doesn't take off that much. It's usually just for taking them down. But my Thunderbolt's worn off again, which is a bit of a pain. Fuck!
Next!
Come on. Whew. She gone down. Miss me. Shit. Oh man, alright. Shit. Yeah, Roach, you want to get out of the way, mate? I almost feel like I just want to, like, take little pop shots at him just to take that energy down. Got him at about half, but man, my health sucks. No, I don't want to get on Roach. Dodge! Dodge! Oh, you suck. Man. Alright. Hey, man, it wouldn't be a Witcher game unless you couldn't kill your first boss the first time around. Oh. I played this on the easiest difficulty for a little while as well, and not this time around, obviously, but this stuff could be a lot easier, but the combat in this game, learning how to do it in that same sort of Dark Souls-y, Bloodborne-y type way, it's not to that level, but it's a lot, you know. Man, the most boring thing about Assassin's Creed, for instance, was just how easy that like mob fight stuff ended up getting, and that's not the case here at all. So this is on the second of 4 difficulties, so I'm probably going to play it on the third one. For the sake of this, I decided to set it down. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking maybe I might stick to the second of 4. But I'm interested. So I saved about an hour ago, so I haven't saved since then. So I'm wondering how good the. It said it auto-saved after every sort of little story bit. This is the first loading screen we've come up against since we started, I think, and it's pretty long. But also remember, this isn't the this isn't the final code. Or well, rather it is. This is retail code, but we think that maybe the day 1 patch isn't on this. I can't say either way. Just as well, you can tell there's not many loading screens in this game because they haven't really done much to jazz this one up. So if you want to come back in like an hour, maybe we'll get back to the fight. Still loading. This game is pretty good. We're actually going to be rounding up pretty soon. Maybe we'll just round it up there. Round it up there? We want to go for a little while? Kill it? All right. Kill it. What? Kill it? Kill the stream or kill the Griffin? Okay. All right. We got to kill the Griffin once this game loads. If you're just joining us, or if you haven't been here since the start, we're playing on the Xbox One version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which of course is out on Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4 next Tuesday. You can preload it and purchase it now to your content on, I think, every platform now: PS4, Xbox One, the PC one via Steam, and also GOG.com, GOG, which is CD Projekt's or CD Projekt's own game purchasing service. If you want a DRM-free version of that, as is the way it goes. This loading screen is no fucking joke. I'm almost thinking this is like we're in crash territory here. Let's try and jump out and jump back in. Yeah, all right. Let's do this thing. I think it crashed. Oh wait. Yeah, I think it crashed. There were some technical hiccups on Kevin's side, he said, with some quests. Apparently that stuff's getting patched out, and not even in a day one patch, in a second patch they're going to be rolling out. Jeff Grossman over at Giant Bomb said he had a couple of crashes when he did the Gwent tutorial. We just played for 2 hours uninterrupted, and apart from that loading bug, we didn't see anything else. I kind of want to see where this ends up dropping us back in, just for the sake of... Hopefully it's right before the Griffin fight, we can get stuck back in. But I'm also just sort of generally interested as well. Yep, I know.
I see you, Gareth.
Continue.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard.
So they give you a little bit of, every time you load back in, they give you a kind of a, while it's loading, previously on section.
A few steps ahead.
That's why we're here. I can't skip this, in case you're wondering. Ah, well, our loading screen has a little bar now, which is 3/4 full, so at least that's something. Here we go. Let's get straight in, hopefully. Yeah. All right, so it picks us up right back in Mr. Griffin, which is pretty good. Yeah, thanks for the crossbow, bro. Thanks for the memories. Gambling?
Stop talking. Got it.
Oh, he says the same thing. Great. Okay. Wish me luck. I'll try not to suck so hard this time. Keep him down. Yeah, that's what's up. So I guess the fire damage really freaks him the fuck out, actually. Crossbow takes him down, though.
About to die.
I'm trying to fucking crossbow. I haven't got it equipped, do I? Silly Danny. Come at me, bro. That's what's up. Flame on. Come on. Here we go, here we go. Now we're making money. Nuh-uh. Burn, motherfucker. That's what's up. All right, we're doing better already. Come on, take out your crossbow. This slows down time a little bit as well. I'm going to use Thunderbolt on this one. Come on, circle around. I just hit him here. Yeah, that's what's up. All right. So let's set him on fire. Oh shit, I missed him. I also didn't take him down, I think, in the, the designated area. This is one of the only scripted fights in the game, apparently. Oh, what the fuck? Where's he going? Oh yeah. Hey Roach, what's up? Our Griffin's gone for a little run. This is scripted. I asked CD Projekt about this when I played it before. This is this whole part where he goes up to the windmill. It's like a 2-tier battle. It's one of the only ones they do. Scripted monster battles, apparently. It was just part of them trying to show the dynamic nature of fights in the game.
Bleeding. It'll weaken soon.
So hopefully this is evocative of the rest of the battles in this game. All right, Griffin. That's wrong. Crossbow got your tongue. Set him on fire. Chop him up. Fuck. Getting greedy. Getting bloodborne greedy. Shit. Shit. Die. Yeah. That's how you slay a monster. Right there. Beast of White Orchard complete. Whew.
Not bad. Not bad.
Didn't even have to eat any bread, bro.
You could stand to improve some things.
Like what?
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
All right. Let's take this guy's head and then be done with it. Loot the Griffin. Griffin egg, Griffin mutagen, Griffin trophy. This is my favorite part. Gotta take a souvenir for the occasion. Doesn't even look that sharp. And I got a nice little, it's like the medieval equivalent of a bobblehead on your car dashboard. This little head. One of the things you might have noticed there as well is we picked up a mutagen, which can now be slotted into that little, sorry, I took that one out by accident. Oh, it wants me to do the tutorial, okay. Actually, no, take this guy. Go over to the mutagens. I can pop this mutagen in there. And that gives me a 50% vitality. And I can keep that with one of those slots. That's my little loadout there. And that's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunts. That's all I'm going to show for now. This next part of the game, when I bring back the head, basically finishes off this prologue, which has a little bit of a story spoiler in it, which there's no real point in getting into right now. But that's basically it. This has been GameSpot's Now Playing of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Thank you so much to everyone for... need to get a nice sunset there in the background. There you go. Thanks to everyone for joining us on today's stream. We'll have continuing coverage, of course, of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, including updated reviews of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 stuff coming out of Kevin Van Ord, who's got a bunch of other interesting features around the game coming up over the next couple of days, and obviously after the game comes out as well next Tuesday. So thank you very much for watching on GameSpot.com. Also to the folks who are over on the YouTube and Twitch streaming channels, or if you're watching this on demand, make sure you go back to GameSpot.com to read our 10 out of 10 review of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and see our continuing coverage of the game there. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go.